Hi, Alex.
Hi, Ziba.
Welcome to Teach Me Code podcast studio.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
having
so
me.
much for being my guest today. I'm very thrilled and excited to find out about you, about your journey, about your experience. But for now, I want you to introduce yourself. Tell me about your background. What do you do for a living? How old are you? Where are you from? And basically, let's start with getting to know you.
Cool. Short name Alex, full name Alexandru Grumazescu. I'm 32 years old. I'm from Romania. Background is a myriad of things I've done, many things as I could. I've been I started off doing QA testing for Electronic Arts, EA Games.
Okay.
From that, I went full corporate, so like tech stuff like Stefanini, Accenture, Ascensos, uh, and some others. I've actually been in Deloitte at some
For how
point,
many years?
but it's just one and a half, and I kind of lost it.
Really?
It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me.
Corporate life is hard. It's either you're made for it or not.
No, it was fine. I can always find something that I can do in like in any kind of work environment. I can have fun.
How did you get the corporate culture out of your system? Because I'm still fighting it.
Okay, so that was not by choice. Actually, it was by choice. When the pandemic started in 2020,
Yes.
I was working at Accenture,
Mm-hmm.
internal hardware
Mm-hmm.
tech support, but not like call center or whatever. It
Yes.
was just like helping with computers, deploying like new OSs, new patches, updates, etc., setting up accounts and that kind of stuff. And that kind of got ruined because of the pandemics. The project that I was working with and like half the company was actually laid off because it was a mix of the Brexit thing that happened and pandemics. It was one after the other, and then the projects were mostly UK, so they kind of went back to their own country. We were laid off with a nice
That was
severance
a
package.
hard
No, it
time.
was they gave us a nice severance
They
package,
okay,
so
the
it
bonuses
wasn't.
and
I
compensation.
didn't feel the hit. I was fine, but I was like, I don't want to stay in the house for who knows how long. So let's find something that couldn't get me outside. So I actually looked around and found printer repairs, like actually big printers, Konica Minolta
Okay.
repairs, and with
Okay.
no experience,
What
nothing.
made you interested in printing
I
repair?
just wanted
Like,
to be out of the house.
you just wanted to do something.
Yeah, just so do something different and not stay
Okay.
in house because everybody was working from home,
Yeah.
and I wanted to be out and about. And there was no traffic, so that was
The
amazing.
perfect time
Just
to
yeah, just perfect time to be out and
post
driving all over.
apocalypse.
And I was all over the country in Romania, just repairing printers and whatnot, learning. It was just me and one other guy.
You
That guy
needed to
quit.
have a permit to leave the house, right?
No, it was just hired. I had the company car and whatnot. And yeah, I had the documentation from work, so they were like, no, nobody actually stopped me. But
You also find the solution to be outside and enjoy a fresh air. Very
yeah,
smart.
everybody was in the house, and I was just driving with no traffic. I was the king of the
Fixing
road.
printers around.
Yeah,
But why not?
there were a few companies like construction companies, especially
Yes,
because they were
they
out and
needed, yeah.
working because construction is
Shipping
construction.
papers, all that. They
Mm-hmm.
needed that,
And
correct.
considering there was a construction like place, there was dust and all
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah,
So
the
the
base.
printers were messed up in so many ways. But you break them down. It's just like Legos. You break them down, you put them back up, and that's it. It's
It was
really
like a
simple.
piece of cake for you.
Yeah, it was. I've always been good with my hands, just handyman stuff.
Oh, that's a blessing.
I was curious. I broke like when I was a kid. I broke more than I fixed,
Yeah.
but I learned, and I was like handy with the tools. Now, yeah, it's fine.
You know, it's so interesting because I won't say that it's such a guy thing to do to deassemble and assemble things,
Hmm.
but I never had a passion for that. I don't know, maybe I was scared that I'll get punished and stuff. But like whenever I had an attempt to, let's say, I had this thing basically for the, how you call it, the audio players.
Hmm.
I was always thrilled to see how it's playing, but it always had this cassette cover or like whatever, right? So I remember one time I found like the screwdriver and I removed the covers for
Okay.
that. And then I think I broke it because the plastic cracked and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
but was it still functional? I mean, if you put a
No,
cassette
no,
in,
like
no.
how it was like barely moving there. And I remember it was like 90s. I was like maybe 6 years old or 7 years old. The timing when it's a deficit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like one family will buy this audio player and then the whole neighborhood will be borrowing it. And like I kind of like destroyed the dream of the whole area that I was living because we had this audio player, but now we had it broken. We still kept it as a decoration
Mm-hmm.
because we were bragging about it, like we are the house that have it. But still, I think that was the end of my career as an engineer.
Yeah.
I decided to like never again.
For me, it was more of a. It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. So I would just, if I
You're
broke
like,
something,
oops, yeah,
yeah, I'm
yeah,
sorry, I didn't mean to, whatever.
no, no, no. I was such a people pleaser. Tell me, what do you do now?
Now I am well, I'm a manager mostly. Administrative stuff, managing the team, managing parts of the project, trying to lessen the load of the director.
But
So
you have
he
a
don't.
technical background
Well, yeah, I do have a technical background, but not in like what we
in what
do.
they do
Yeah,
exactly.
it's brand new for me,
Okay,
but I
I
adapt.
want to know the challenges because I had the same challenges. I don't have a technical background, correct? So I feel like it's challenging when you have to manage people, then you are not quite sure whether they do like their job in a right way or wrong way. And like as a manager, for example, I always have this, I'm not gonna say I'm doubting myself, but I always like, I'm trying to approach it carefully, in a sense, first to find out what had to be done and then to like,
Oh no, no,
ask
I'm the
how does
opposite.
it work for you?
I'm
Share me
just I
your
just go
experience.
straight, just head in the wall. If it breaks, it breaks, and that's it. We'll figure it out. Then I don't pace myself.
Did you have a episode in life, for example, when you had to evaluate the work of a certain employee in your team,
Hmm.
and you just didn't know where to start from because you have zero clue on how this person is doing his job, like how the skills that he learned is very far from the ones that you are having?
Oh, I always talk with the other part of the team, and I actually ask for feedback.
Yeah.
I tried my best to listen and understand, not just listen for the words, but I understand the meaning. What I don't understand, I Google and find out and try to like self, you know,
Yes, yes,
self
yes.
absorb some information so I can actually give feedback. But I'm lucky. The team is awesome, and
I
nobody is
met your
pretty
team.
much
They are awesome,
right.
honestly. And you know what I like about your team? I'm not gonna lie. I love the fact that they're so unique. They're all of them are different.
Completely different.
Absolutely. And I will tell you, the team is exact. Like you can relate this quote to this team. Don't judge book by the cover, because like i- it's like it's the whole new world behind like just the like behind the person. They are so deep, like the more you find out the more you want to
Yeah,
know.
there's
Very
so many
talented,
layers
very
to everybody,
creative. I really like
and
the
a lot of them
work
are
that we did.
juniors.
I know, right?
Everybody,
They're so young.
everybody put so much focus on, oh, you have to have X number of years of
No,
experience for something, and they lose the opportunity to hire or have awesome people on their team just because they focus on the how much did you do before? Like, why do you care? Do you have the talent for it?
no,
Can you do
no,
what I need?
no.
Great. Then why do I care about how many years and how many months
I
or how many
agree with you,
projects?
Alex. You can come across the people that have, let's say, 15 years of an experience, for example, in, let's say, in finance, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But he's been doing the same job for 15 years. If he was good enough, why he
He
did?
plateaued a
Yes,
long time ago because
15 years
he's
of
done the same
finance
thing.
experience, doing exactly the same routine job. Please, how can this be considered as an accomplishment when, let's say, someone else within a year or two, like, made so many jumps and, let's say, switched the career, acquired new skills, did this, did that? I mean, life is all about this dynamic, constant movement, constant efforts. Like,
Exactly.
and in general, how do you get this feeling of satisfaction, embracing yourself, in a sense that I had a good day today.
Every day
I'm
is a good day.
tired, but I had a good
No,
day,
every day is a good day.
right?
No, there's no such thing as a bad day. You make your own bad day.
You
It
make
doesn't.
your own bad day. Maybe there is a more successful and the less successful days, on the days
Oh
when you
yeah, of course, more
accomplish more or
productive, less
less.
productive. But we
Yes.
focus. Did we do something today? Yay, nay. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. If we didn't do something today, why
Yeah.
didn't we do? What happened?
Correct.
What didn't work out? Let's focus on that. Let's not focus on why didn't you do it. Let's focus on how can we improve this.
Exactly.
Not for, it's the best way to do it, in my opinion. Anyway, it's not. Don't focus on the negative. Focus on how you can improve, so it can become a positive.
Tell
Everything's
me,
a learning
how is the
experience.
diversity in your team?
Well, you've probably seen that we don't really have a lot of people from the same country.
Nah.
So as long well, for the most part, everybody is in Europe, in like Central slash Eastern Europe. So the time zones are only 1 or 2 hours apart,
Okay.
which is great. We can actually just work at
Yeah.
the same time, and we communicate all day,
But
so
the
it's not a
cross
problem.
collaboration among the employees and
No,
stuff,
everybody, no,
is there
everybody
is it's
communicates.
all smooth. It's all.
Yeah, it's been seriously. I have never been in a work environment that has such a smooth ride. Honestly,
This is the
they doubt
best.
themselves. They doubt themselves more than they should because they don't know how awesome they are.
Yes, yes, yes.
But they're amazing, amazing people. Everybody's pulling hard every day.
I saw it in general. We had this during this 3 4 days that we spent on this boot camp. I was very I think I need to highlight this fact because for sure you're aware of it, but it's always good to give a feedback from
Hmm.
the side. I will tell you, I was very impressed by the speed of your team organizing themselves. It was like, how can I tell you, like it was that the task has been passed, that this is what I'm expecting from you guys. That's
No,
all. Tell me no more. Somehow you guys organize yourself. You already split up in a different teams. Tick,
it's
tick, tick. There
organic.
is, yes, and then you came and took my whiteboard. I'm
Yeah,
gonna, yeah, and tick, tick, tick. Within the next 2 hours, they have it all set up. And I know that one of your colleagues came to me and saying that, Ziba, we're gonna finish in 4 hours. What do you do next? I'm like, what do you mean in 4 hours? Because we were not sure whether you'll finish it in 4 days. He's like, no, we already delegated everything in 4 hours. We're done. He's like, what do we do next? Man, what do you do next? I don't know. Imitate that you are working.
no,
Don't
actually, it took more
like
than that.
so.
But the concept was done on the first day, and the functionality was done.
But do you
But
understand?
just the rest was just polish, so it
This is
feels better. And we
so
just added more things and more things.
impressive. Impressive, not in the way only that, yes, they're skilled, they know how to work. No, in a way, how they just organize themselves, like tick, 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 you do this, I do this is how long it takes. And
Everybody
it's
meshes together
communication
perfectly.
flow is just next level. And I think that team leaders should be extremely proud, because like I find it as a biggest success. Not that, like, yeah, you have the most skilled people, you have the strongest team. No, 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 forget that. You can have the best people on the planet working for you, but if they do not cooperate, collaborate, if they don't communicate,
Hmm.
and if they don't, how can I tell you, align with your vision, you can consider that you have like blind deaf people working for you, in a sense that there's going to be zero
Well,
communication.
yeah, but see, here's the thing: we don't like the vision that either myself, Razvan, whoever has. Maybe what we start with, but after a while, if somebody comes with an idea, we're very open to feedback, very open to new ideas, very open
Yes,
to change in general. So people came with a lot of different ideas and changes to how we should do even this little project, and we were very receptive. We implemented more than half of what the team said we actually implemented. That's why it took so long
that's
because
what
we
keeps
added
them
more.
motivated
Yeah, of
also,
course,
because they feel that
it's
their
not just
voice
my
is
way or the
heard.
highway.
Nah, 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 why? Because you guys are using a leadership approach, not a management approach. You lead by example.
Yeah,
and
open
and I
mind.
can see the dynamic whenever I enter. Like there is like, you can see that there is something boiling,
Yeah, there's
something is
always a
cooking
vibe.
in your
Yeah, there's
kitchen.
always a
Yes,
vibe in there.
yes.
And we had some music going on. It was just fun. It's all fun. I mean, it's supposed to be fun.
You
It's a
sound like
game.
a person who loves what he's doing.
Yeah, like I said, I always find something fun in whatever I do. It doesn't matter if I work corporate, if I work like on the field, if I actually install. I after the printers, I
Yeah.
went into CCTV and security systems.
What's next?
This
Where do you see yourself, like in a sense that, like all this efforts, all this, like everything that you're working for so hard these days, where does it take you? Where do you see yourself in the future? What is your biggest goal? What would you consider as the biggest accomplishment in your life? We all live, we all have a purpose in life.
no.
Besides, you don't have a purpose, so you just enjoy the ride.
Yeah,
I do.
I go with the flow as
No,
much as I
how?
can.
But if you don't have a direction, where do you? Maybe the flow takes you right, takes you left, and
Sure,
it
why
just
not?
opens the new horizons. And
I'll figure
like
it out then.
you are willing to
Yeah, of
experience
course.
whatever comes your way.
Yeah, I'm right now. I'm here in this
You're
beautiful
so
school.
away from a traditional mindset, Alex.
Yeah, it's. I'm like if I just stuck to my I wanted to be a pilot basically a plane pilot. I was bad at math. That didn't work out for me. But I always wanted to fly.
Okay.
That didn't work out. If I actually just focused on that road from when I was like a child to now, I don't know where I would have been. But I realized my what I can do and what I can't do.
Yeah. Your strengths, your
And yeah,
weaknesses.
exactly.
Yes.
I know what I'm strong at. I know what my
You're very
weaknesses are, and I'm very
self-aware.
aware of it.
Yeah.
That way I can just okay. Well, I'll hit that wall tomorrow. Whatever. I'll find a way around it and see where I go. It's fine.
You know, you remind me of this meme I saw recently on Instagram. It's basically written there that fake it till you make it, and then they show a pilot sitting in the airplane with the book. It's written how to become a pilot. Like he landed the job already, and now he start using the skills. You
Yeah.
know, I mean that's another way of
Even
dealing
here,
with
like with
life.
the tools that we're using and
Yes.
whatnot, I'm starting to learn them. I used to do some videography back in 10, 15 years ago, and I have still some ideas of how to do that.
What
So
do
I
you
did a
want
part
to
of
do
that. Yeah,
there?
I'm
And
probably gonna do
accomplish
that.
things there that you will still like you left a room to go back there one day.
Yeah. No, like for the projects that we do for everything, I want to do some videography. I want to do some like I'm working with some sounds, like sound
Hmm.
design and sound like mastering some sounds for the stuff that we do. And
What's your biggest hobby? Like, what do you like
oh,
really,
driving,
really enjoy? Huh?
driving and piano.
Driving car?
Yeah,
Are you like a speed driver, racer, or like you're more of a guy who's like chill with a nice music,
both,
window open? Both
both. I mean,
depends on the
there's
mood.
a time. No, there's a time for everything. I don't want things to be illegal.
Yeah,
So on the road, I try to be as as safe as I can be,
it's your
considering.
runaway.
But it's my escape. It's literally my escape. If I have a problem, if I just need to relax and not focus on anything, I just go behind the wheel and just drive for
You
a
know, I
while.
also go to car, but I don't drive. I just go sit in the car. I feel like I'm in a small, safe box.
Yeah, well,
It makes me feel
but for me,
so
I
comfortable.
need to move. That the when I start driving, I disconnect from everything. I can just barely be awake, like be completely tired. If I go behind the wheel, I'm completely awake. I never feel tired behind the wheel. I never feel tired while driving.
How do you cope with stress?
I drive.
If I will cope with stress by driving, I will reach Saudi Arabia in the next 3 hours. Like in the sense that what are the other ways, you know?
I don't know.
Because it's not easy to lead because in a sense that you have to it's a everyday work with people
Yeah.
with it's their problems, it's their issues, let's say it's their challenges,
Hmm.
it's their everything. It's like, how can I tell you, it's like you have to absorb and you have to filter out and pass them the different energy. Sometimes it's a bit of overwhelming or sometimes it's draining because at the same time things are happening in your life.
I used
How
to
do you
have
deal
burnout.
with
I
it?
used to have burnout because I've been working for 13 ooh, 14 years. Ooh. I was thinking how old I am and how when I started working and like, oh my god, it's 14
That's
years.
been already a lot, right?
Yeah, so I've been doing this for a while and dealing with people on the daily.
Hmm.
So I don't feel stressed. And like I said, if I were with like in a stressful environment with a stressful team and a stressful management situation and whatnot, yeah, maybe. But you've seen the team,
Yeah,
you've
you guys
met
are
them,
chill.
and everybody's been nothing but awesome. Everybody's pushing and pulling for like their weight really hard.
You know what you prove one more time? That it's the employee that defines the culture of the company.
Oh yeah,
It's not the management who
no,
sets the culture, it's
never.
employees. It's employees.
Sure, management has something that they need to do to like lessen
Correct.
the load, but
Correct.
if the if the employees are happy If your team is always happy, you will be happy.
Impossible for you to be stressed, to be like that when you come and like, exactly, when you all you get is a positive vibes, people love their workplace, they love each other and things are going
Exactly.
well.
And we've
Yes.
been going places even here, like after work.
Yeah.
We never came to the hotel before like 2, 3 a.m. Even though we knew we had like work in
Like
the
you
morning.
guys are friends that are sharing the same dreams, same hobbies, and like
And we
creating
went, we
things
talked
together.
about our passions and everything. Some, like I said, a lot of the team feels like they're too new to actually. They're surprised that they're in the field that they are and they're doing what they are and they're here. And like some people
They
have
think like
started
they
like
didn't deserve
a
it yet.
month or under a month and they're with us here because they deserve it. They're that
they
good.
got they got the right recognition for the effort that they have put in place. Anyway, the hard work pays off
Always.
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 Whoever says that it doesn't, it means they did not put enough
Well,
effort in it.
you've worked corporate. You know how it is. Not
Yes,
always.
but okay, let me tell you one thing, because okay, corporate life, let's admit, first of all, if you have never worked,
Hmm.
if you in a corporate culture, corporate system, first of all, it's going to be hard for you to adapt.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if your first experience started with a multinational company that has an extremely strong corporate culture, good luck getting it out of your system. I'm still washing it away,
Yeah, it took me
because
a
I was
while.
completely like absorbed by
It took me
this
the whole
and I
pandemic.
loved it
It took
because
me the
it
whole pandemic.
works.
Yeah.
Okay, but yes, you don't get the recognition that you deserve. Half of the times they don't even know who are you.
You're
Let's
just a
admit
number.
that you're just a number. You're just an employee number 53786. You might even not have a name, but the school that you will pass through, it is a lifetime lesson. I'm going to tell you one thing: 8 years and a half of a corporate job was hard, challenging. I felt very undervalued, very unworthy. I was feeling challenged. But once I walked out of there, you don't understand. Every single other job for me, I mean, within the same scope of work that I've been performing, piece of cake. I mean, I survived that. There is nothing on earth
Nothing
you
else.
can put in front of me that I will be like, oh, it's hard. It's not
Do
hard.
you understand now why I don't get
Nothing.
stressed?
Nothing. There is nothing you can tell me to do, and I won't find
And
a
you do
way.
have a like really hard field. You said you did business law.
I did business law, I did business ethics. I have what, 3 degrees? I did 2 bachelors, 1 master's, international business strategy, this, that. Yeah, I was quite a nerd back in the years. And other than that, I'm a stubborn in the sense that I don't like when someone comments on the quality of my work.
Hmm.
And because I do not accept negative feedbacks
I'm
on
pretty
my work,
sure.
I make
Yeah.
sure I don't drop balls on my own. Like you can barely find something like, oh, Ziba said and she didn't. No, if Ziba said, she will make sure. Again, corporate style.
Exactly. That's what
Corporate
you are
style.
your biggest critic, aren't you?
Yeah,
If
oh, I
something
am.
happens,
Oh,
if
yeah.
something happens and you know
Yeah.
you messed
Yeah.
up
No, no, no.
anything, you will just beat yourself up. You don't need
Correct.
anyone to
Correct.
tell you, "Oh my god, you did this wrong," because you'll be like,
I know.
"Don't." Yeah, you.
I know.
I've said this a million times to myself. You
Like,
don't need to. Yeah, it's
yeah, yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I'll fix it.
My friend always tells me that it's so weird that you're extremely self-aware. You know all your problems, you know all your issues, but you don't do nothing about it.
Well, yeah.
And I'm saying that, okay, I know I am this, this, this. I'm fine with it. Why do I need to be
You don't need to
different?
change. You just need
Nah,
to adapt to your. I mean, adapt your style to what you're
nah,
doing.
come on. I mean, I met your team. Everyone is different and everyone is awesome in their own way.
Exactly.
I like unique people. Be hard, be complicated. Like, don't be easy.
Yeah.
Be the type of a person, the more you discover, the more you want to
Exactly.
discover. Have this personality, to have this inner power. It's beautiful to
It
be
is.
one of these people.
Yeah.
Those
That's why
are
I'm
the,
so lucky to
yeah,
be with that team.
yes. People like this, they shall shape the society. They do.
They're the
Because
dreamers.
they are the people that break barriers, bring out the changes. They resist. They like,
They don't go
I
with the
love
flow.
strong
Like
people, Alex.
most of them don't even know how to have a normal, like a normal job. They work. They want to be free. They most of them freelanced.
But they know what they want and they don't settle for anything less.
Exactly.
If I want to walk, I don't know, with the purple hair and I feel like it's gonna make me happy, it shouldn't bother anyone. And even if it does, well,
That's a them problem, not a you
that's your
problem.
problem because I
Exactly.
love my purple hair, you know. But people like this, they bring a lot of, they inspire others.
Yeah.
Okay, not to do the same purple hair, but also like to fight
Yeah,
for a
exactly.
change, to fight for a growth.
They dream, they try,
Yes,
they
yes,
fix, they
yes.
evolve every day. And that's why you asked me about challenges and how to deal with stress, and I'm like, what stress?
What is
I
stress?
what
I don't have it in my vocabulary.
No, I used to have it again. So many years, corporate, everything. Of course, you have stress. There, you actually have stress because you're bombarded with all kinds of things that make no sense.
Are you over demanding?
No, right? Well, ask them, ask the team, and
And yours from yourself?
I think I'm just demanding enough. I mean, I don't try to pressure people. I try to be understanding. I try to show as much empathy as I can. If they need something, I do my best to accommodate, regardless of short notice or whatever. I mean, somebody needed a day off, like the next day, really short notice, and we were doing a
Yeah.
crunch. I'm like, no, it's fine. You have to. That's how you keep people happy. Small things. It doesn't matter if it's a big gesture or
No.
a small gesture. If you show empathy and you understand what that person or those people are going through, they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, it's fine.
Tell me one thing, Alex. Have you ever came across an employee that made you doubt your own, let's say, leadership skills? That
Uh,
he was so hard to manage that you were at one point that, like, maybe I'm doing something wrong, maybe I should change my approach, maybe like have
Not
you had
here,
a
but yeah, yeah,
situation,
of
no, no,
course,
in general,
yeah,
in
of
life?
course,
I
yeah, of
want to
course.
know, how did you, like, how did you go through that
I talked with other
situation?
people. I talked with other people. Uh, I, I, I I can try to like, oh, it's not me, it's them. I can try to shift blame. I
No,
can try
it's
to
never
understand.
like,
I can try to put it on somebody
yeah.
else and just not understand what is going on. But I talked with other people in the team, in the management, and I always asked for feedback. Hey, tell me, am I doing okay? Is this okay? Is this not okay? I'm not infallible. So I have to understand, where are my weak points? What's going on? Did I do something wrong? Is this person not evolving because of me? Did I
Am
do
I the
something wrong?
stopper? Am I
Yeah.
the one
Am
who
I
breaks?
blocking his
Yes.
path or her path or their path or whatever? Am I the one that puts the stop in the road? Some said, okay, yeah, you need to focus on this, whatever. Empathy came later. I was more of a direct kind of guy, and I didn't know how to show empathy because, well, corporate, not a lot, just numbers and like,
Me, I'm very corporate in a sense that if I think that if I can do, let's say, 36 hours of non-sleeping, non-eating, and committing, everyone have to. If I can do it, why others can do it?
exactly.
Like, I don't accept excuse when I see the, like, this is how close we are.
Hmm.
Like, I just don't, I won't forgive myself.
Yeah. So I've had the same kind of mentality, but in time, I realized that not everything, just because we are doing corporate work, doesn't mean that I have to be a robot. Being human is what got me to be a better manager of everything, just even in life in general.
Let's go back to the management strategies. So you have this, not strategies, how it's called, orientations, right?
Hmm.
So you're more of a people orientated employee. You love to work with people.
Yes.
You are not. Then there is there was a. I'm not sure.
We're also doing like, I also do like numbers, KPIs, trying to see, okay, what can we improve, what can we not.
What do you do if someone is underachieving, let's say, a couple of times in a row?
One on one.
What's your
One
solution?
on one, first of all. It's never a public bashing. Never. It doesn't matter what we do and what kind of company
Mm-hmm,
you work.
mm-hmm.
Never, don't ever public bash a person. Just take them on the side and see, okay, you've had these issues. What happened? Are you having some problems? Is it there something going on? Are you unhappy? What is going on? So I can understand. Maybe it's something I can do. Maybe it's something I can't do. That's the only way to, from what I've experienced myself as well. Before I did any kind of management of any kind of team, I was just a simple employee, and what I needed at the time when I was not performing well was understanding, or a year to listen. But nobody wanted to like
How
spend the
much
time.
of work it took to change?
Oh, years.
It's not easy
No, it's
because I'm
years.
sorry. No matter how you tell me that, I don't care. It's easy for me. I know that as a human being, like we're all made from bones, from, from,
Hmm.
I don't know what to say, from the skin, from blood, the same. Like we're humans, we're emotional. And especially when you know that the approach that you have is wrong. But come on, how hard it is. It's hard for me, for example, to admit that I'm wrong. I will admit it.
To yourself,
To
but not to.
admit.
Yeah, you'll admit it to yourself, but not to others.
Exactly. To admit to myself, I will accept that I'm wrong. But my biggest fear would be that I wonder if they also see that I am wrong, because
They do.
that would be,
I'll
yes,
tell you, they do. They
yes, and
know.
that's a bit of an embarrassing
It's
situation,
not.
nah?
No, it's not. And never think that it is because, as you said, you're human. Are you perfect?
Yeah, no,
No.
at all.
Well, of course you're gonna fail at some point. You're gonna do something wrong. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Accept it. It's.
How
I'm not
did you
saying repeat
change
it.
that
Oh well.
when you admitted that your corporate way doesn't work?
I try to. I try to put myself in two categories. This is home me,
Yeah,
and this is work. I keep them separate. It doesn't matter. I clock out, be it after 8, 10, 12, 15 hours. Doesn't matter how many hours you work in the day. Once I punch the clock out, I don't think about work. That's the first thing I did. So once I leave work, regardless, I'm done. You won't
you
catch
don't
me.
even open the chat, you don't answer the calls.
If somebody calls, I will answer because who knows, maybe it's an emergency, but I do not, I try to stay as far away and I try to do other things. So, first of all, separate personal from professional. Second, try to separate the feelings because usually you put your personal feelings in your professional work, and that's when your ego from because you can do 36 hours no sleep just
Correct.
crash, but not everybody can do it. You have a, let's say, I don't know.
I have one dream, they might have a different ones.
Yeah, it's just
I'm
about how is
very
your home life? How
oriented.
is their home life? Do you know anything about them at their house? Do you know anything that is going on in their lives? Maybe they're going through a divorce. Maybe she's sick. Maybe he's sick. Maybe they have a sick child. Maybe they have a dying
Yes,
parent. You
yes,
never
yes,
know. So you
yes.
can't really
You have to
assume.
feel your people.
You can't really assume, and it's not even about feeling. Ask them.
What's going on with you?
They will tell you. If they don't, they're silly because see, this is what management is supposed to be. It's supposed to help your team. It's not supposed to control, like actually manage. Oh, you go this. It's not chess. You don't play chess with
No.
people. You help them. You try to. If you're moving them somewhere better for them, and they need to accept it. I mean, if they don't want to, sure, fine, stay where you are. But if you want to evolve, let me help you evolve.
Alex, I love talking to you. You have a lot to share. You sound like a man who is very self-aware, who has figured out, like, how can I tell you, himself, his purpose in life, who enjoys every day as it comes.
Yeah,
I can see you very well balanced, and I'm so happy for you, because
thank you.
nowadays, especially in the business world, a lot of people are like they burned out, they're drained, they're emotionally drained. They might have everything, but they might feel so lonely and so empty deep inside. And I'm looking at you, and you're charging me with so much positive energy. And thank you for that.
No worries.
Really,
It's
sometimes
been just fun.
without even maybe without even understanding, we can impact people around us in a certain way. And I really wish you to spread this kindness, this positivity that you have inside of you, because I'm pretty sure you can touch a lot of hearts and maybe heal a lot of souls without even
I
realizing that
try.
you've done.
I don't think of myself like anything that special or
No,
whatever. But
no,
I
you
try to
don't
be.
have to.
I try to be
Sometimes,
happy.
yeah, like a small kind gesture can mean a lot for a certain person
Yeah,
at
of
a
course.
certain time. And please stay as you are, because honestly, you guys, your team guys in general, like I got very impressed. And honestly speaking, I actually love that we got this opportunity all to meet each other, to get to know each other, because every day you learn something new. And it's beautiful when all this knowledge and the new, how can I tell you, experience comes from from people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
networking is a beautiful thing.
Yes,
It
it
always
is.
is.
It is. I have learned a lot within this couple of days just
Same,
from you guys.
same.
And I'm pretty sure you you guys also witnessed a lot.
Yeah,
But the whole point is, so everyone will have something to take back when we will leave.
just the fact that I managed to be here, be
To
in.
touch it.
Yeah, no, really, like honestly, I am physically here. I am mentally here. I can see the amount of work that you guys put in this place and
That
in
was
your
a long
practices, and
journey.
just, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was hectic, to
It
say the
was a
least.
long journey. I will tell you something. When I walk in the school, let's say I come here a lot. When I feel low, I have now new thing. Before I used to sit in the car. Now I come to teach me code.
Mm-hmm.
I come here. I sit in the purple room one day. I sit in the blue room one day, and I remember that it was my dream when we were building the school. I told Alex that I cannot wait for the day when it's complete because I want to come here, lay down on this carpet, look at this grass on the ceiling, eat a slice of pizza, and I want to feel that, did we do it? It's
Exactly.
done. Did we
Exactly.
accomplish? This is one of my this is the first project that I was so much involved in, and I can tell you the pieces of my soul in every single corner of this institute, and it really getting the feedbacks from you guys saying that this is insane, this is so well thought through.
It is. And it's completely different from any other kind of institution, like institute for learning or in
Yeah,
any kind of way. It doesn't feel stuffy. It doesn't feel like,
no,
highbrow. It feels normal, casual. It makes you feel good to come here. It's
yeah,
not, you don't feel forced. Oh, I paid for a course and I have to go to
like,
finish it and blah blah blah.
yeah, no,
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 I'm not a morning person. It's a problem for me. But
tell
I
me
when I wake
about it.
up, we've only slept like 3 4 hours every night at most, maybe
So
five.
you
Some
have a
people,
yellow room, happy room.
yeah. But we come in, and the trek from the hotel to here, it's just pleasant. Even if it's so hot
You
outside,
enjoy it,
I
right?
I, I know where I'm going, and I enjoy the atmosphere here.
You know,
I enjoy the
Alex,
people
yeah,
here.
this was the main aim of the school because we wanted to make a place where people will be coming here not because it's necessary for them to learn the skill, but like their hearts will be calling them to come here. We wanted to create a brand. We wanted to create something that will give you the sense of belonging. We wanted to create a community that even after graduating from us, you will be bragging that, haha, I'm part of TMC.
Yeah,
This is school open to anyone, whether you want to study with us, whether you have already graduated, or you just want to come visit and, let's say, spend one day in a blue room. This school has its doors open for
I've
everyone.
seen. I saw
Everyone,
everybody that.
everyone is
Yeah,
welcomed because, come on, you might not even know maybe this is your thing or not unless you come, you touch, you feel, you talk, you ask, and you get the whole picture.
yeah.
Well, it's time for us to wrap it up. I
Unfortunately.
loved our discussion. Thank you so much. I'm wishing you all the best, and I can't wait for tomorrow when we all show the results of this 5 days intensive.
Cannot wait. I can. I hope
Yes,
you guys will enjoy what we did.
I will definitely. I saw the sneak pics, and you have no
Shh,
clue.
no
My
spoilers
no, 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 never. No, very bad, very bad.
for tomorrow. Okay, just keep it to
tomorrow
yourself.
tomorrow we're gonna add the parts to the podcast so that everyone who is watching it will know exactly what we've been hiding.
It's so
All
cute.
right.
Like I love the. It's so cute.
All right, Alex, thank you so much for your time. And I'm not saying bye to you because I am definitely going to insist to have you as a guest on the next episodes.
Oh, thank you
All
so much.
right.
I can't wait to be back.
Thank you. Bye bye.